Hey, anybody jump on yet? Big WoTown Showdown game. The WoTown Showdown finale for 2023. Girls varsity. If you're tuning in, we've got about 17 minutes on the warm-up clock. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know that this is the pregame. And I might even set a clock for you so you can tell how much is running down. How about that? I'm pretty close. I'm off by 2 seconds on my clock right now, so we're good. If you want to put it back on the girls, but I don't think anybody's probably going to watch too much warm-ups anyway, so. That is an interesting noise. Not sure if somebody's beatboxing. Their press box is a popular place. Can't imagine what it was like in here when it was windy and raining about an hour and a half ago. I went to my car. I was here with my two youngest daughters trying to watch the boys' game, and it was miserable in the second quarter. So we went and sat in the car for a while. I didn't watch that. Did you? Yeah, you probably. Did you video it? Because it wasn't like 77 or something. Did they move the goals close together? No. It's just like half court.
But they had one goalie. I didn't understand it. They didn't switch goalies there. So it's like
all-time goalie. It's like all-time quarterback when you playing backyard football as a kid.
yeah, well, the only difference here is the goalie decided not to catch this
Very
wrong
true.
teams. Why would they get their own team?
Yeah. Man. Sun coming out in time just to be a nuisance, again, of course. Won't last long, I don't think. Looks like I may be the only one watching, so I guess I don't really need to talk to anybody. What's that?
Got 2 viewers.
Oh, yeah.
You are me.
Two viewers, you and me.
Chat with you.
That's how we like it. What the hell is going on here? Oh, shoot. I didn't do that very good. Where'd it go, dummy?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the players are warming up, we're going to do some pregame activities here. We welcome you to the 2023 WoTown Showdown here at Thomas Worthington High School. This is game number 6, our anchor game on today's slate of lacrosse games that have included the middle schools, the junior varsity teams, and now the varsity teams. As a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Thomas Worthington High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between our guests, the Wolves of Worthington-Kilbourne High School, and the hometown Cardinals of Thomas Worthington High School. Tonight's game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes and coaches is appreciated
Looks like
by both
a few people
Worthington-Kilbourne
jumped
and
on here.
Thomas Worthington High Schools.
The clock you
Both
see is
Kilbourne and
the
Thomas
countdown
Worthington
for the
rivals,
warm-ups
they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good
before we get into
sportsmanship
this
throughout the game.
finale of the 2023 WoTown Showdown.
Request the same from all their fans. Officials that have been assigned to the game this evening have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. They have been assigned based on a process that was approved by the OHSAA's Board of Directors. Please join me in welcoming tonight's officials, Bill Andrews, Deborah Welch, and Laura Boucher. Athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Thomas Worthington High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort that each of them has put forth in preparing for tonight's game. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course your team and opponent. As important tonight as ever, we ask that you please respect the game.
Saw the number of viewers jumped up there a little bit. We got 7 on now. Thank you for jumping in. The clock you see down there at 7.5 minutes is the warm-up clock. So about that time we should be doing starting lineups. I don't think we'll probably have a national anthem because we had that before the varsity boys game that immediately preceded this varsity girls game as part of the annual WoTown Showdown festivities. So I'll jump back in here in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. I see a request to turn my mic volume up, so I'll do that. How's that? How's that? That's better. Thank you, Mr. Nestinger, for the technical assist there. if you're just jumping on and you weren't here prior to watching this game, you missed one heck of a boys game that just ended. Your Wolves of Worthington-Kilbourne took down the Cards in overtime by a score of 13-12 on a really nice Nash Bigland goal in overtime to end it. Felt good to see Nash end his career against the Cards in that fashion. You know, he had some injury issues in football season, so it was good to see him go out on the lacrosse side with a overtime winner versus the Cards, who I know have given him quite a rough time through the football crap talking apparati. Both these girls teams come in with nice seasons going. Your Wolves are now 10-3 after a couple of victories this week over Delaware. Actually, 3 victories, I guess. Delaware, Olentangy, and yesterday, Westerville South. So I think that puts us at 10-3. And I think the Cards are either 9-4 or 10-4. They were once ranked first in the state in Division I girls lacrosse, and then their All-American Kate Isaacson, who's committed to Florida, I think had an injury and she missed a few games. So they've had some recent losses. Wolves got bit a bit by the injury bug themselves this past week. Defender, midfielder Elise Failer broke a finger on her left hand and is not able to play this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting players for both teams. First, the Wolves of Worthington-Kilbourne High School. Starting in goal with junior wearing number 1, Marissa Dulciato. The senior captain and midfielder for the Wolves, number 6, Julia Haddon. Sophomore midfielder, number 12, Bella White. Freshman defender for Kilbourne, number 13, Reagan Wilkinson. Also a freshman defender for the Wolves, number 14, Greg Beckett. At midfield, a sophomore, number 15, Riley Steinbeck. A senior captain and attacker for the Wolves, number 17, Emmy Smallin. Defending for the Wolves, a senior captain, number 20, Evelyn White. Junior defender, number 21, Amelia Murphy. Senior attacker for Kilbourne, 24, Julia Berry. At midfield, a junior, number 25, Ava Todd. And the freshman midfielder, number 30, Riley Wilkinson. Head coach of the Wolves, Doug Troutner. He is assisted by Ali Floria, Ali Minister, Vice Dulciato, Steve Haddon, and Shay Sayers. Now let's meet the starters for the Cardinals of Thomas Worthington High School. Please welcome to the field a freshman attacker, number 2, Haley G. A freshman midfielder for the Cardinals wearing number 5, Sophia Borghese. A junior midfielder, number 6, Molly Geiger. Attacking for Thomas Worthington, a senior captain, number 7, Kate Isaacson. Also attacking for the Cardinals is sophomore, number 8, Chloe King. A junior captain for the Cardinals, defending number 10, Clara Scott. At midfield, a freshman, number 12, Meredith Estep. A sophomore attacker, number 14, Hadley Truman. Wearing number 16, a sophomore defender, Leighton Simeon. Defending for Thomas Worthington, she is a senior wearing number 18, Miss Riley Casey. A junior attacker and captain for the Cardinals, number 21, Sarah Foreman. And in goal this evening for the Cardinals, at captain, number 22, Zoe Gottlieb. Head coach for Thomas Worthington, Kendall Horner. She is assisted by John Horner, Corey Cahoon, Dave Gottlieb, Cecilia Billings, Mackenzie Bogart, and Ron Rybick. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor the United States of America, we ask that you now please stand, face the stars and stripes flowing in the south end of the stadium, join in the singing and playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you, folks.
Rules and cards. Get ready to take the field.
In the center circle for the opening draw, number 25, Ava Todd. For Worthington Kilmore, number 12, Meredith Eastep for the Cardinals. Check that number 7, Kate Isaacson for Thomas Worthington.
Looks like Todd and Isaacson in the draw circle. Haddon on our left, Bella White on our right. Some work going on in the Wolves defending goal down here. Marissa Dulciato and one of the officiating crew taking a look at the 6x6. If there's a way they could make that 4x4, it'd be even better. Yeah, those goals were just moved after the boys' game. Different creases, obviously. Now we might be ready. Ava Todd, Kate Isaacson. First draw goes to Haddon.
Kilmore wins the draw.
Haddon ducks a check, stops at the 12. Ooh.
Carry game by number 6, Julia Haddon.
She'll restart, probably from the 12. They get a checking violation against, that's probably Isaacson, I assume.
Haddon with the ball on the 12.
Julia looks. Goes for Bella White. But before that, we had an infraction against the Cards, and Julia will be at the 8
Position
meter.
for Kilbourne, number 6, Julia Haddon.
Haddon's free position. She looks, she shoots. It's
Saved
saved.
by Zoe Gottlieb for Thomas
And
Worthington.
increased violation. Maybe, yep, increased violation against a defender. So Riley Wilkinson will
Full circle
restart
infraction call
in the end
Thomas
zone.
Worthington.
Throws across for Emmy Smullen. Smullen rolls. She's forced out. Throws for Wilkinson. Here's Todd. Nice dodge there. Backs out, throws for Bella White. Bella off a screen attempt. Puts the ball on the ground but gets it back. Checking violation against, I think that's Meredith Eastep, freshman. Here's Steinbeck at the point. Back to Bella White. There's Steinbeck. Haddon. Haddon looking inside. She'll be back at the 12 meter or 8 meter, I think. She takes a checking violation against Isaacson. Yep, they pulled her back to the 12. That's okay. More room to throw out of this. You get an assist. Now she should be at the 8.
Number 6, Julia Haddon.
Inch by inch.
Free
Haddon
position for
back on the right side of the 8 meter.
Number 6, Julia Haddon.
Shoots. Score!
Haddon tacks and scores from the 8.
Wolves draw first blood.
Scored by Julia Haddon.
Lead at
with
1-0.
22-14 remaining in the first half.
22-14 showing on the clock. So the Wolves had possession there for almost 3 minutes after winning that opening draw from Haddon.
In the circle, number 25, David Todd for Kilbourne. Number 12 for Thomas Worthington, Meredith Eastep.
We keep talking about Meredith. I don't think she's the one actually taking this draw against Ava. I'll try to get a look and see. Here's Ava Todd. Towards Haddon. Haddon jumps. 2 bodies go down. Todd has it. We're going to get a stoppage, though, as Haddon and Eastep, yeah, number 12, pick themselves up off the ground. Ava Todd with the draw control. Todd restarts, ducks a check, throws for Bella White. Ooh, Bella with a nice dodge there. Riley Wilkinson in the end zone, looks near side. Here's Todd. Got a defensive 3-second, I think, or a crease violation on the defense. Going to send Riley Casey. Yeah, it must have been creased. They're sending Riley Wilkinson to what they call the dot, which is the restart in the end zone spot. Wilkinson still got it. End zone, near side. Slips a check. His top of the 12. Oh boy. Nice catch there from Bella as one of the defenders lunged at that. She was out of Bella splits him. Ooh, put a hold. Yep. Bella will be on the free position.
Free position for Worthington Kilbourne, number 12, Bella White.
Clock running just under 20:45. First half. Here's Bella, center of the 8, dodges, shoots high, backed up by the Cards.
Thomas Worthington.
Bulls are 1 for 3 on the free. Nice check from Julie Berry, and Haddon's got it. We're going to get a yellow card against number 16 of. So we had Haddon with a ground ball there. That's her first. And Julie Berry with a caused turnover on a nice stick check. Her first caused turnover. Trying to get the unofficial, extremely inaccurate stats as least inaccurate as possible. Here's Haddon. Throws ahead for Berry. Wolves player up. Bella White. Dodging. Ball down. They're going to bail. Yeah, they're going to get a sphere violation against one of the Cards defenders.
Position Worthington Kilmore, number 12 with the ball in the 8, Bella White.
Bella runs, shoots. Going to have a hold, I believe, against one of the defenders that was flanking Bella on that free position opportunity. She shoots again. They're going to call a crease violation, I think, against Bella. Or not, maybe. Maybe another foul.
Back on the 8 with the ball, number 12 for the Wolves, Bella White.
All right, Bella with another free position. Go.
Shot taken goal scored by Bella White.
Bella White converts to the free position.
Second goal of the game for Kilmore, coming with 18:56 remaining in the first half.
Makes the lead 2-0 for the Wolves. 18:56 remaining, first half. That was not the cleanest of offensive possessions.
Drawing for the Cardinals, number 12, Meredith Estep.
And an even uglier defensive sequence for their card. They couldn't seem to not foul our free position takers. Here's Todd back in against Estep. Straight up. They all jump. 4 sticks on the ground, but we're going to get a yellow card against one of the Wolves. Ava Todd on that
yellow card.
Defending
25, Ava Todd.
Cards player after she picked the ball up off the ground and turned upfield. Ran right into Ava Todd's stick, so she'll be out for 2 minutes at 18:47. Cards got their player back on when the Wolves scored that goal.
Number 21,
So
Foreman.
Cards our player up right now. Here's the Wolves' first defense stand, and they're doing it a player down. Kate Isaacson goes in the end zone. Now at X. Far side, swinging around top. Here's Estep. Looking towards the right. Goal line. Behind the goal. This is Isaacson, defended by. Ooh, that's a nice pass. Oh, okay. Meredith went looking inside. She got rebuffed. She tried to feed. It was tipped and picked up. Tipped by one of the Wolves defenders, picked up by Evelyn White. Dulciato throws long for Haddon. It's over her head. Number 5 misses it, and Riley Wilkinson picks it up. Got a couple ground balls to record there. One for Evelyn White, one for Wilkinson. But here's Kennedy in transition. Goal, Haddon. Goal, Haddon. Assist, Kennedy. Get Evelyn Weiss ground ball marked. And who did I just say picked up? Riley Wilkinson ground ball.
And third for Kilbourne, coming with 17:30 remaining in the first half.
Wolves lead it. Mark that goal. 3-0. Seven and a half minutes ticked off the clock in this first half.
Drawing for Kilbourne, number 30, Riley Wilkinson.
Riley Wilkinson. Oh, that's right. David Todd is serving a penalty. Wolves scored that goal shorthanded. How about that? Here's Riley Wilkinson against East Step, I think. Looks like East Step will have that one by herself. Throws ahead.
East Step captures the draw for Thomas Worthington. Carried in by Isaacson.
Oh, that's Isaacson.
She attacks.
She shoots. She scores.
Thomas Worthington's first goal of the game scored by Captain Kate Isaacson. Isaacson goal coming with 17:18 remaining in the half.
That's the kind of goals she scores. Well, she scores them in lots of ways, but against us, she scored an awful lot of transition goals. She usually takes the draw and wins it herself and goes down and scores. That time it was a draw won by East Step. A pass to
number 12, Meredith East Step for the Cardinals.
Somebody else, and then she fed Isaacson running down the right side. Made a fake and deposited the ball in the net. All right, we got to mark that goal for the Cards. Wolves lead it 3-1. This is Bella White taking the draw against East Step. And I'm going to call procedure against White, so East Step is awarded the draw. Now, okay. Todd is still out, so I guess I still haven't learned my lesson about penalties in the girls' game, that they're not releasable by a goal, because if it were, Todd would be back on the field. Here she comes. 16:43, I think she started running on. Sounds about right, 2 minutes. And the sun is very bright. And I can't see a number, so let's watch and see what happens. That looks like Isaacson. She shoots, she scores.
Attacking from the left wing and scoring her second goal of the game, number 7, Kate Isaacson for Thomas Worthington. Isaacson's goal at 16:15 of the first half.
Some kind of, I think there might have been a push.
Push after the goal.
After the goal. And so they're going to award the draw to the Cards. So goal counts. Wolves lead it 3-2. Draw is awarded to the Cards on a post-shot foul. Here's East Step gaining the zone. Todd is the nearest defender. East Step runs it all the way around the 12 in the end zone and throws to Isaacson at X. She's defended by Kennedy. Thrown back to East Step, thrown back to Isaacson, and scored.
By number 7, Kate Isaacson. Isaacson with her third goal of the game. With 15:34 remaining in the first half, time to score at 3. Assists from number 12, Meredith East Step.
We're back to even. About 9.5 minutes into this one. Wolves got the first 3. Cards got the next 3.
Drawing for Kilbourne, number 25, Ava Todd.
Get a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Wolves.
Kilbourne time.
Probably a good time to
Timeout
talk
number
about the
15:34
defense.
remaining in the first half with the score. Thomas Worthington 3, Worthington Kilborn 3.
All 3 Cards goals have been scored by Kate Isaacson. On the Wolves side, we've got 2 from Haddon and 1 from Bella White. 2 of those 3 came from free positions. Wolves won the first 2 draws, and I believe the Cards have won the next 3. Or it's actually more than that. We've got 6 goals scored. That makes 7 draws so far for the half. One of those was a free award on a post-goal foul against the Wolves. But after that last Isaacson goal, the Wolves call a timeout. We'll be coming out to take a draw, and be a really nice time to win one. Todd back in against Eastep.
Drawing number 25, Ava Todd, number 12, Meredith Eastep.
This one's over Eastep's shoulder and controlled by Eastep. Haddon riding. Eastep gets her draw stick exchanged for her attack stick. Using a draw stick is something that my daughter has no interest in, so I got a really nice one, gathering dust in a room somewhere. Cards win the draw. They're on the slow attack here. Slowly walking the ball out to about the 20-yard line. It's far side now, defended by Reagan Wilkinson. Dodging side, ball on the ground, but they're going to get a foul against Wilkinson, I think.
Foul Kilborn.
Sphere violation against
Free position for Thomas Reagan with the ball in the
Haddon
number 8,
on the slide there. Got the sphere violation. So one of the Cards will be on the 8-meter. She shoots. It's tipped over. Saved by Dulciato, but backed up by the Cards. Cards restart, end zone.
Hadley Truman retrieved the ball in the back line for Thomas Worthington.
Here's Eastep. Going out top. Now point for Isaacson. She looks to her left and throws back to center for Eastep. Underhand to Isaacson. Underhand to Sarah Foreman. Underhand, they got a little weave going here. A little dribble handoff, the lacrosse version, but one of them's put on the ground and picked up by Reagan Wilkinson. She's fouled.
Possession Kilborn, ball number 13 for the Wolves, Reagan Wilkinson.
4 meters, 4 meters. I know you went to Thomas, but you can count the 4. Here's Reagan. Haddon.
Carried in by number
Todd.
13, Reagan Wilkinson.
She shoots and she's fouled. She should be at the center of the 8.
Ava Todd for Kilborn. Free position for Todd. at the top of the 8th.
12:50 running clock here. 3-3. Todd at the center. She rips. Saved. Picked up by
Zoe Gottlieb.
Kaylee Kennedy. Saved again.
2 saves by Gottlieb.
Zoe Gottlieb, the goaltender for the Cards. She's a Marquette commit, junior. And the Cards are in their transition.
Pass number 21, Sarah Foreman. She carries it in for the Cardinals.
It's like Sarah Foreman doing most of the work on that clear for the Cards. And in a 3-3 game, the Cards are going to take a little rest here, I guess, on the attack end. Meredith Estep just slowly walking the ball around the 26-yard line. Now she starts heading towards the 12. Throws to Isaacson, back to Estep. Estep working against Kennedy. Tries a face dodge, feed in front, caught, score.
Goal by number 7, Kate Isaacson. Pass coming from number 12, Meredith Estep. Estep to Isaacson. Goal number 4 for number 7.
We act like they're not going to throw it to her. What's that?
Ava Todd back in the circle for the Wolves.
Oh.
Number 12, Meredith Estep for Thomas Worthington.
Isaacson's 4th goal and the Cards' 4th goal. They take their first lead of the day at 4-3. Wolves in a bit of a rut here after roaring to a 3-0 early lead. Here's Todd and Estep. That's towards Foreman and White. White had it, but doesn't have it anymore. Haddon might have it. She's fouled. Should be draw control Julia Haddon. Good work there. All involved. Haddon was pushed on the sideline. She restarts. Now they're going to make her go a little further back and restart. So Haddon, far sideline, about 50-yard line. Restarts. Throws for Steinbeck. Steinbeck, top of 12. End zone for Hale. Oh no, this is Riley Wilkinson. Riley rolls inside, goes to front, shoots and scores.
Second goal scored by number 30, Riley Wilkinson. Wilkinson coming from behind the net, unassisted. 4th goal of the game for the Wolves.
Unassisted Wilkinson goal. Riley's style. Ties it at 4. First signs of life for the Wolves here in quite some time. Todd knee step back in the draw circle. Bella White left. Haddon right. Haddon's fighting with Isaacson over there on the right. I don't think they like each other. Don't think they ever have. Been playing lacrosse against and with each other since they were probably in 1st grade. Sarah Foreman with the ball.
Picked up by 21, Sarah Foreman.
She's surrounded, but
Foreman carries
just
it
runs.
across midfield.
I think she's out of bounds. Turnover. Oh, wait. He pointed our way. Why do they have the ball? That should be our ball. He's gonna let the other referee talk him out of it. He clearly called Foreman out of bounds on the sideline. Now we're gonna get clock stoppage so they can come up with something that gives the ball to the Cards here, probably. It's a good thing that this call is being reversed in the favor of the Cards. Because if the other happened, I'm not sure the outcry of ridiculous whining we'd hear from my right. So the Cards will restart on the far sideline at about the 50. I think it's E-step.
E-step at the ball for Thomas Worthington at midfield.
Wilkinson and, oh, they get quad team now, but she squeezes out of it somehow. I don't know how, when 4 defenders have somebody boxed in on the sideline, you can't manage to either stop her or get the ball. Oh, that's a charge. Yep, charging against E-step.
Charging call on Thomas Worthington.
Restart. Julie Berry, far sideline, minus 25. Berry runs, cuts inside, takes a check. She'll restart again. Clock just about 9 minutes right now in a 4-4 game. Berry goes ahead for Haddon. Haddon pushed out of bounds. She'll restart. Tell you, all these cross checks. Yep. 2-minute aggressive cross check.
Card number 12, Meredith E-step.
Ooh, is that her second? Who had the first one over here on the near sideline? Was it her? I feel like that's her second yellow card. If it is, she's unable to return. Wolves restart. Haddon throws down to Berry in the end zone. Berry looking, comes out, feeds inside for Bella White. Ball down. Bella grabs it. Throws in front for Berry. Berry shoots, scores.
Shot taken goal scored by 24, Julie Berry.
Berry on an assist from Bella White. Gives the lead back to the Wolves at 5-4. It's a player up goal for the Wolves on that E-step penalty. So E-step unavailable to take the draw. Isaacson, who I believe before she hurt her ankle earlier, this may have been their regular draw taker, but that's conjecture on my part. I don't guarantee the validity of that information.
In the circle for the draw, number 25, Ava Todd for Worthington Kilmore. Number 7, Kate Isaacson for the Cardinals.
So Isaacson will draw against Todd. Wolves lead at 5-4. Just under 8.5 minutes remaining first half. Kennedy on the right, Haddon on the left. Last draw control was won by Haddon on a contested ground ball. This one's towards Haddon. She jumps. She does not get it. Draw control, Isaacson. Kennedy's trying to run with her. Help down here from Reagan, I believe. Isaacson overthrows a player, but Berry check. Give Berry a checking foul. She'll go 4 meters behind. They restart early. It's Isaacson catches at point, runs left. Seems like this is a familiar set for the Cards. They like to just take the ball way out, create some space, let Isaacson run. Save Dosiato.
Save made by Marissa Dosiato.
Beautiful. You know what? I was just thinking that if there's nothing shameful saying that. Okay, stop the clock.
Official timeout.
All right. Kaylee took a heck of a check there.
Official timeout for injury. We need a
Face,
trainer,
looks
please.
like. Is she bleeding? She's crying.
Yellow card, Thomas Worthington, Hadley Truman.
I think she might have a little blood trickling down on the forehead there. Don't know if they have a provision in the rule book that allows a yellow card to be turned into a red card, but when you draw blood on a check to the head like that, I think you deserve more than just a standard 2-minute penalty. Conference. Dulciado, the goalkeeper, talking with one of the referees. There is a red card, I think, in the referee's hand at the 45-yard line. Bella White will restart for the Wolves. Wolves lead at 5-4. I think they're at least one player up, if not two, but the first clearing pass gets under the stick of Steinbeck, picked up by Riley Wilkinson. Another ground ball for her. Oh, checked out and not collected yet. Fought for in front. Haddon shoots. Ooh. Off the goalie and picked up by Booterball. So save for Gottlieb. Ground ball, Booterball. Here's Riley Wilkinson. She thinks better and heads out. Wolves should spread out here, run some quality offense with the player advantage. See, E-Step's coming back in. I'm either I have a terrible memory, or which we know is not true, or I was wishful thinking when I thought that yellow card she got was her second. I'm going to have to go back and watch the first half and see who picked up that early yellow card on the near sideline here. Wolves lead it. Todd dodging. She took a check from E-Step, and Todd will be probably the 12-meter. I think she was outside. Todd at the 12. Clock running under 6 minutes now.
Number 25, Ava Todd on the 12.
Bella White inside for Todd. She catches in traffic. She shoots. Backed up by Booterball.
Shot taken over the goal. 25 with that shot for the Wolves.
Good positioning there by Ellie Booterball to get that back up. Here's Barry. She shoots early off the goalie. Picked up by maybe Bella. Oh, she flipped it too far. Open check against Bella. Oh, wow. They're to give to us. I don't know how that's possible. Either Bella had an empty check against Sarah Foreman, or it went out of the, unless they're saying when Foreman came in and she tipped it out of bounds. But I didn't see it. Barry, go! From Booterball.
Scored by number 24, Julie Barry, passed in from behind the net from
Booterball with an assist. Barry with a goal. Gives the Wolves a 6-4 lead with 5:02 remaining in the first half.
Gilmore goal coming with 5:02 remaining in the first half.
Good feed there from Ellie Booterball. Nice work in front by Julie Berry. Stay active, catching traffic, finish hard. Todd back in to take the draw. E-Step misses it, but now she has it, but it's checked out, and they're going to say a checking violation against the Wolves. E-Step restarts. The draw control for East Step. Yeah. Here they go with their 30-yard-away offense. What I was trying to say before, but I stopped talking about, was if this is going to be their offense, it's where they start with the ball 25 yards away and just let Isaacson beat everybody with her speed and quickness, maybe we don't clog up the middle, so that way Marissa Dolciato gets a clean look at Isaacson coming and has a better chance of saving it. That pass got away from a card, went out of bounds. Wolves restarted. A couple passes later, here's Bella White running, throws ahead for Riley Wilkinson. Wolves gain the attack zone. Nice transition from the Wolves there. And every one of those passes was contested, but completed nicely by the Wolves. Here's Smullen on GLE near side. Throws for Bella White. Bella looks right, beats her defender, shoots. Saved by Gottlieb, backed up over the frame by Wilkinson. Here's Riley restarting in the end zone. 3.5 minutes remaining first half. Haddon to Todd. Todd looking, face dodge, rolls, shoots, saved, Gottlieb.
Taken by 25, Ada Todd. Keeping the net clean for the Cardinals.
Gottlieb clears for, gets away from East Step. Picked up by Reagan Wilkinson. Nice job, Reagan. Put the balls down, and she has it. So
ball was intercepted by 13, Reagan Wilkinson.
Reagan Wilkinson gets her first ground ball of the day, according to the never accurate stats. Ava Todd smartly stopped at the restraining line, allowing Reagan to backtrack after handing that ball off to Julie Berry. And the Wolves, with a 2-goal lead in the ball, will set their attack with about 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's Emmy Smullen. Probing, heads out, goes for Berry. Going to get a checking violation against the Cards.
Delayed call. Number 17, Emmy Smullen.
Smullen has the free position, but a smart play maybe to pull this out. We'll see.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Emmy passes. Booter ball. She scores. Booter ball on a nice cut from behind the goal. Emmy with a nice little feed. Booter ball catches on the move, shoots high and scores. Wonderful offense from your Wolves. So Booter ball has a goal. Emmy Smullen gets an assist. And the Wolves lead at 7-4. Minute 54 remaining first half. Ellie Booterball's first goal of the day gives the Wolves another 3-goal lead. They led it 3-0 early in this first half, but then lost the lead before regaining it.
In the circle, Meredith East Step made with Todd.
It's now 7-4. East Step tries a self-draw, and she has it.
Draw is won by Thomas Worthington.
Good transition from the Cards, but good defense from Murphy down here. Murphy forces the ground ball. Card has to go all the way to the corner to pick it up. And here comes the Cards. Must be their first half timeout. Let's go, Wolves.
Thomas Worthington time.
So minute 29 remaining in the first half. Cards called their first half timeout. Wolves lead at 7-4. Cards will be restarting with the ball in their attack end. Hasn't been the most fluid game I've ever watched. I would have to say that the referees are calling this one a little closer than I'd like it, but maybe one of those weird instances where a less physical game may aid the Wolves. One of our more physical players who has trouble staying on the field in a closely called game. Elise Failer, if you haven't figured out who I'm talking about, she's not playing in this one due to injury, so maybe that tilts the scales of physicality over towards the Cards. I wouldn't say they're overly physical, but that hard check to the face on Kennedy, I don't know if that was physical or cheap, but I'll let you decide. And there was a 2-minute cross-checking violation. I think the Cards have 3 yellow cards this half. In this game, when you get a yellow card, you're out for 2 minutes. It's not releasable. So if the other team scores, you don't come out. You still serve your full 2 minutes. But the rules, the yellow card rules expand. If one player gets 2, they can't return to the game. If a team accumulates 4, you play player down the rest of the game. And then if you get a 5th, I think you play 2 players down, and so on and so forth. So 1 card, I believe, for the Wolves and 3 for the Cards. Could play interestingly in this game if the Cards get to a 4th. Here's E-step. Now at X, fed in front, tipped by a Wolf defender. Ball's running. Oh, there's going to be a check against Gray Beckett on the attempted ground ball recovery out about the 20-yard line, far sideline. So Beckett went behind. Cards restart. It's in the end zone with Reagan Wilkinson defending. Now Murphy harasses. Oh, this girl got around her. Shoots. Save.
Shot taken by number 14, Hadley.
But they're going to get a checking violation and stop the clock since we're inside 2 minutes.
With the ball for Thomas Worthington, free position.
So number 44 of the Cards will have a free position opportunity from the middle of the 8-meter. She's a lefty, it looks like. She lines up the rip. She scores.
Lefty shot finds the mark from the 8. Hadley Turner with the 5th goal of the first half for Thomas Worthington. Her goal coming with 48 seconds remaining in the half.
That was quite a shot. Had some MPHs behind it and located in the upper right corner. So we'll have a draw between E-Step and Todd with 48 seconds remain in the first half and a 2-goal Wolves lead. Haddon and Isaacson back to their shenanigans on the circle, but E-Step wins the draw cleanly. Todd defending. Nice check. Oh. Really? Either she, I thought she checked the stick. Well, restart for Cards. Here's Isaacson. Oh, she doesn't catch that pass from Foreman. Let me guess. Isaacson's going to stand here about the 20, drain the clock down, run down the middle, past about 4 defenders. I think I've seen this book before. Here's Isaacson. Slowing. Split dodge. Passes in front for Foreman. It's saved by Dolciato. Should be backed up by Dolciato. Oh, come on. She was closer.
Ground ball's picked up.
Fed in front, Isaacson. Shuffle. Misses. Backed up. That's your half. Wolves play some nice defense there at the end of the half, holding off the Cards.
Our score at the end of the first half.
Wolves lead at 7-5 at half. I'll be back in a few minutes to give you the unofficial and extremely inaccurate halftime report.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winners for the raffle. For the Wolves items, here are the winning numbers. If you take your winning ticket down the concession stand, you can claim your winning item. For the Wolves, Wolf Country 284060. Walton was on the back of the ticket, 284060. Wolves Country, Wolves Helmet, 284089. Austin, Wolves Cowbell, 284058. That name was Walton. The Go Wolves sign, 284062, also Walton. And the Born Here sign, 284059, also Walton. Once again, a summary of the Wolves winning tickets, or the winning tickets for the Wolves items, 284060, 284089, 284058, 284062, and 284059. For the cards raffle items, the Strive Together sign winning ticket, 688088, Aaron. Cards Cowbell, 688157, Austin. Cards Helmet, 688039, Frank. Cards Country, 688063, Melody. Cards Wood Sign, 688081, Kara. And Go Cards, 688124, Marcy. Once again, the winning ticket numbers for the cards items, 688088, 688157, 688039, 688063, 688081, and 688124. Take your winning tickets to the concession stand to collect your item. The 50-50 raffle winner, winning ticket 284005, winning 50-50 raffle ticket winner 284005, second place 688094. Once again, 50-50 raffle winner 284055, second place 688094. Congratulations to all our winners this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of the WoTown Showdown, we would like to recognize some special Worthington lacrosse players on the girls' side. Thomas Worthington High School girls currently playing in college include Molly Estep at Denver, Bella Avila at Tampa, Josie Tenorello at Lincoln Memorial University, Gabby Enting at Tiffin University, Tori Banks at Liberty University, and Abby Midnight at Capital. 6 Thomas Worthington girls currently playing at the collegiate level. Molly Estep, Bella Avila, Josie Tenorello, Gabby Enting, Tori Banks, and Abby Midnight. Worthington Kilbourne High School girls playing at the college level currently. Lily Haddon at RMU, Hannah Hale at Florida Southern, Jackie Wolford at Kent State, Mallory Wiles at Marietta, and Brinley Pinchonnet at Lock Haven. Pinchonnet, Wiles, Wolford, Hale, and Haddon. Kilbourne girls currently playing lacrosse at the collegiate level. Kilbourne girls who are committed to play at the collegiate level, current players on the current Kilbourne roster planning to play lacrosse at college going forward: Evelyn White, Akron; Julia Haddon, RMU; Ava Todd, Kent State; Elise Failer, 2024 class, Central Michigan; and Marissa Dulciato at the University of Cincinnati. Go Bearcats. Dulciato at Cincinnati, Failer at Central Michigan, Todd at Kent State, Haddon and RMU, and White at Akron, 2023 grads are White and Haddon. 2024 grads, Todd Failer and Dulciato. Thomas Worthington girls that are committed to play at the collegiate level currently: Zoe Gottlieb, class of 24 at Marquette University; Clara Scott at Seton Hall University, also the class of 24; and Kate Isaacson, class of 23 at the University of Florida. I'd like to congratulate and recognize these young ladies for their stellar play, both at the high school and collegiate level. Best wishes to our...
Well, I kept waiting for that guy to stop talking so I could get you your unofficial, extremely inaccurate halftime stat report, but he won't stop talking. So here we go. Haddon's got 2 goals. Riley Wilkinson's got a goal. Barry's got 2 goals. Bella White's got 1 goal. Booterball's got 1 goal. Is that the right number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct. I've got an assist for Smullen, an assist for Bella White, assist for Booterball. I've got 2 ground balls for Riley Wilkinson, 1 for Haddon, 1 for Reagan Wilkinson, 1 for Booterball, 1 for Evelyn White. It calls turnover for Julie Berry and 2 draw controls for Julia Haddon. I feel like we have to have more draw controls than that, which is why it is the unofficial, extremely inaccurate halftime stat report. And here's your second half draw. Looks like East Step and Todd. Kicked around. Haddon's got it. That's her third. Those for Todd. Todd runs, throws for Steinbeck. Steinbeck looks, shoots, scores! Nice transition goal for your Wolves to start the second half. Todd to Steinbeck. Wait a minute. They're going to say no goal. What the? Oh, they blew a whistle before the goal. What a crock. All right, Steinbeck, 78-meter. She shoots. Saved. Happens every time. Rip us of a freaking beautiful transition goal.
Possession of the Cardinals.
Guards restart. Hate that rule. So I think they're saying there was a shooting space on that shot from Steinbeck. And the high school hasn't gotten with the times yet. In the college game, if the whistle is simultaneous or after the shot, the offensive team can decline the penalty and take the goal. But in high school, even if the whistle is simultaneous or after, you have no option but to take the goal off the board and put the shooter at the... Here's Evelyn White on Isaacson. Nice job in that first dodge. Isaacson.
Yep. My
Cardinal save made by number 22, Zoe Gottlieb. Shot taken by number 30, Riley Wilkinson.
Well, if you guys can hear me, my batteries, I may have some spares.
Goal circle violation called on Thomas Worthington.
In the sound mixer. I thought I put new ones in, but I must have grabbed some old ones that were in a new spot in the house. So cameraman Tony's got
Shot taken over the crossbar by number 6, Julia Haddon. Ground ball picked up near the end line by Kilborn.
Julie Berry behind that.
Shot taken by number 24, Julie Berry. Minding the net for Thomas Worthington, their keeper, Zoe Gottlieb. Carried across by number 10, Clara Scott.
right, across his, he reached across his training line.
Thomas Worthington with possession.
All right, I'm back. A little battery failure there in the old handy dandy Zoom H6N Pro, which is a digital recorder that I use as my audio interface and audio mixer, so you can get to hear my beautiful voice along with the sounds from the field. Straight up the middle. Nice check there from a Wolf defender. Puts the ball on the ground. Everybody's fighting, and Todd comes away with it. I don't know who caused that turnover, but Todd's got the ground ball.
Ground ball pick up by Whittington Kilgore.
I should give a cause tune over to somebody. I just don't know who it was. I think I'm gonna give it to Murphy, since they are Barry. Good wheels down the middle. Ooh, she took a check right to the face. Let's see if we'll get the yellow card. Yes, we will. That's a fourth. They should be down a player for the rest of the game. So at 1953, Cards should be defending and attacking down a player. If I know my rules and I counted yellow cards correctly, I did not get a chance to go back and watch the video at halftime to see if Meredith Eastep indeed had 2 yellows, but I have to assume she didn't, because that's not something a coaching staff or an officiating crew would miss. They write the number down of the player who gets the yellow card, and if you see the same number twice, she's out. So the first yellow card I thought went to Meredith must have actually went to someone else. Here's the Wolves. Player up. 2 goals up. Just under 20 minutes remaining second half. Hale behind the goal. Throws in front. It's picked up by Bella White. Bella, take your time. There you go, Bella. She got inside, but didn't have the shot she wanted, so she backed out. Smart move. Here's Todd. Todd beats 1, beats 2. Goal!
Goal scored by 25, Ada Todd.
That was probably unassisted. She did enough dodging there.
First goal of the game for Todd, 8 for the Wolves.
Not to give an assist to anyone there on that one. Unassisted Todd goal makes it an 8-5 Wolves lead. Now's the time these Wolves really need to focus. They've had some leads get away from them this year. This game is huge to all these players. Wolves have lost the last 2 of these matches. There wasn't one in 20 for COVID. I don't really know who won the 19 and 18 matches, but 21 and 22 were both won by the Cards in fairly lopsided fashion. I think each of those was a 6 or 7 goal loss for the Wolves. So up 3 here, early second half. Really time to bear down and play some solid lacrosse. Ooh, Isaacson early entry. They didn't call it, but Haddon's got a draw control. That's her 4th. She ducks a check, heads in front, shoots, scores. Haddon rips it upper corner. Unassisted goal and a hat trick. Beautiful piece of transition there for Julia Haddon. She won the draw control, working hard. Turned on the jets, went straight into the 8, and ripped a high heater in the upper right corner. Love to see that happen about 47 more times this half. Todd knee step again. Felt like I was a little loud there, so turn it down. Hope you can hear me. Straight up, Todd has it. Self-control, draw control, Todd.
Captured by number 25, Ada Todd for Worthington Kilbourne.
It's her second. Todd weaves inside, shoots. Defender gets a piece of the stick, forces a high shot. Backed up by Smullen. Love that shot. You know I love the shots when you have the backup secured. The only thing you got to be a little worried about it is they're going to call a foul and give Todd a free position.
Free position for the Wolves.
Send Meredith East step behind. Todd lines up to rip. She does, and she hits it! Up the tank with heat.
Goal scored by number 25, Ada Todd, her second goal of the game.
Wolves have their biggest lead of the day. Doubled them up, 10-5. If I were on that sideline right now, I'd take this opportunity to quote the great philosopher Frank the Tank, keep your composure! Here's Todd against E-step. E-step goes for it one-handed. Now she has it. Oh, that's Isaacson, sorry. They switched draw takers on me. And Isaacson, even with a allegedly severely sprained ankle a couple weeks ago, is fast enough to run it all the way down to the 10 by herself. And the Cards will set their attack. E-step, the ball backs out so Isaacson can switch sticks. And she is limping. Here's E-step, defended by Todd. Checking foul. E-step quickly restarts. She shoots high. I think it was a bouncer, actually. Backed up by the Cards. Cards behind the goal. Go out of the goal, the end zone, far side. Rolled around at the top. This is Isaacson, number 7, 20-yard line. She's got 2. That's right. They are 6v7. So we should be able to double. Well, that didn't help. They could double, but they couldn't stop her.
Isaacson. Whistle on the play. Official timeout prior to the shot.
Oh.
Yellow card, Worthington Kilbourne.
Oh. Is that Ava's second? Oh, I think Ava might be done.
Number 25, Ada Todd.
I think he is. I'm pretty sure she had a yellow card in the first half.
Goal was good by Thomas Worthington.
So count the goal and probably award the draw to the Cards on the Todd. I think they're calling maybe a shot to the head while defending that shot from Isaacson.
Thomas Worthington in possession.
I'm a firm believer in when you play players like Kate Isaacson, and there aren't a lot out there. I mean, she's an All-American who's committed to University of Florida, one of the top 10 lacrosse programs in the country. But when you play a player that's got her skills and she's going to start running the ball out around the 20-yard line, you just got to foul the crap out of her before she gets to the 12. Foul her hard enough to make her drop the ball so she can't continue restart and has to sit back. Now, she may still beat you anyway, but make her feel it. It's Haddon. Tries to disrupt that handoff. Does for a second, but Isaacson grabs it. Isaacson back to E-step now. Haddon defending. Throwing down the goal line. Now behind the goal. This is Evelyn White. She gets shook. Save! Dulciato. Ground ball, Evelyn White. Dulciato with a beautiful save there. Evelyn was beat, but Dulciato had her back, and Evelyn quickly picked up the ground ball for her second ground ball of the day. Now the Wolves have a 4-goal lead, the ball, and a player advantage. Actually, no, Todd is still out, or whoever's serving her penalty for her, because she cannot return. So, 15 minutes to go. I don't want to see a stall here, but I'd love to see patience and a sharp passing offense where you make the defense run and get tired. It's not really our MO when we're trying to run clock. Somebody on the coaching staff doesn't like throwing passes. Well, maybe they're right. Turnover Wolves. Foreman backs up and throws. Back to Foreman.
She carries it across midfield.
Get in front. Take a charge. God dang it. You're there. Plant your feet and fall down. Foreman, fouled by Bella White. Restarts near sideline. 25. Heads towards the middle. Throws for E-step. E-step, defended by Haddon. 14 and a half remaining, second half. Wolves player up and defending well. Evelyn has another ground ball, but got her pass attempt tipped. And there we go. Murphy caused that turnover. So let's give Evelyn the first ground ball. Give Murphy caused turnover, and then Reagan Wilkinson a ground ball. Haddon gains the zone. Murphy with her cross turnover, and Evelyn with another ground ball. All right, caught up on stats. Wolves in the attack end. Spread all 7 players out. Toss it around clockwise. I'm more of a counterclockwise guy myself, but whatever works. Here's Emmy Smullen dodging GLE far side. She's got to be careful. Those for Hale. Somebody needs to get these girls on the same page. Oh boy. Evelyn throws in front for Emmy. Emmy catches and water bugs her way outside the 8 to reset the offense. Riley Wilkinson. End zone for Barry. Barry replaces Hale. Throws for Smullen. Bella White. Steinbeck. Riley Wilkinson. Hale, end zone. Goes behind the cage, now looks out the other side. Oh, she had ball checked out of her cross and turned over. That's not the kind of offense that's going to win this game. Come on, ride this. Wolves haven't had a lot of success in the ride today. Thomas has always been good transition team, but that pass is tipped and collected by, is that E-step? And she beats somebody with speed, heads inside. Yep, they're going to get a checking foul against Murphy, I think.
Whistle on Kilborn. Kate Isaacson, number 7 on the 8.
Oh, that's Kate? I thought that was Molly. I'm sorry. The other E-step. Yep, it's Kate. She rips. She scores.
Taken by Isaacson. Goal number 6 of the game for Kate Isaacson. Number 7 for the Cardinals with 11:29 remaining in the second half.
cannot turn the ball over. There's way too much time on this clock to be turning the ball over. Wolves got to, I know without Todd, it's going to be difficult. She's maybe the most important catalyst to this offense, but we have other great players that are capable of doing it. Julia Haddon, Kennedy, Bella White. Oh, wait, actually, Kennedy might not be playing because of the laceration she took on the vicious stick to the head in the first half. So, Haddon going to have to step up and do the job of 2 or 3 players. Bella White, self-draw there for E-step. Sarah gets checked by Evelyn. She's Evelyn. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. She's just the 6th attacker. That's all they're allowed to have. They're down a player. On 4 yellow cards. Double that. Don't let her beat you there. Make her throw it. Looks like we got a shooting space against possibly Reagan Wilkinson or Gray Beckett. Guess Gray Beckett, which will send Isaacson to the free position. He lines up to rip. Dulciado. That's a false start on Isaacson, I think. But she just misses wide and is backed up by the cards. There you go. There you go. Pressure that. Come on, you're done. There you go. All right. Turnover. Calls turnover by Julie Haddon. Throwing ahead to Barry. Barry now. Runs down in the end zone. Get that turnover caused by Haddon. About 9:40 remaining, second half. Wolves lead it by 3. We're down 2 midfielders right now. One on an injury to Kaylee Kennedy. And then Ava Todd got her second yellow card a few minutes ago. So we may not want to take the air out of the ball, but we might not have much choice. Goal! Emmy Smullen! Unassisted. Smullen lulled him to sleep. Oh, wait, no. Don't take the second goal of the half off the board for some Bullstein call. They did it on our first transition goal.
Timeout. Kilborn prior to the goal.
Oh, we called a timeout? We called a timeout? I shot the clerk? I shot the clerk?
9:13 remaining in the second half.
Well, I'd love to tell you that doesn't happen. That in lacrosse, coaches' timeouts don't cost their players goals. But it does. I didn't. Usually when a coach calls a timeout, it's because he sees a player getting in trouble, about to do something, about to get doubled or tripled and turn the ball over. All Emmy was doing was beating a defender and about to score. So I don't know why the timeout's called. Get it back. Wolves called their second half timeout at the 9:13 mark remaining second half. Still says halftime. I'm going to change that. Man, I'll fire in the clock operator. And the graphics guy. And the sound guy. I was recently promoted. Got a nice, I went to my boss, asked for a raise. He gave me a title instead. I got a boss man, cameraman Tony Dulciado gave me a placard. I'll call it a placard. I might embellish just a tad, but it said Greg Failer, video production. What was the word? Tech wizard, video production wizard. I think there was wizard in there somewhere. But, so I'm pretty happy with that.
A plaque and $7 to get you a small coffee.
There you go. He tells me that placard. It was kind of wood in the way that paper is made from trees. It was nice and glossy, laminated on one side, I believe. So had a beautiful blue logo on it. It looked very official. So, and he told me when he gave it to me, or actually just said that placard and $4 will get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try. All right, Wolves, restart at the dot in the end zone. This is Smullen. They called a timeout that wiped out a Smullen goal, but they still lead it 10-7. I'm almost afraid. Oh boy, that pass gets away and out of bounds. You can't play scared. So that timeout, in fact, does cost us a goal. If we could have ran some offense there and salvaged a goal, it would have been a net 0 and wouldn't have mattered. But we turn it over on a tight pass, uncontested, that gets under the stick of a midfielder, and the Cards are on the transition. Here's the ride from Steinbeck and Booterball. Now Haddon, she splits them all. 4. She leaves 4 defenders in the dust. Turns and throws. Duck, shoot, score.
Attacking and scoring, number 21, Sophia Foreman. Number 21, Sarah Foreman. Ball was carried in by number 5, Sophia Borghese. Borghese to Foreman for Thomas Worthington. Goal number 8 with 8:02 remaining in the second half.
Cards have 3 straight goals. I think maybe all of them after going down a player. So even though your Wolves have been playing player up for 7 minutes or something, I don't think we scored since it happened.
8 for Thomas Worthington. In the circle, number 12, Meredith Eastep. And number 12 for Worthington, Kilborn, Bella White.
I know the Todd second yellow card took some. Oh, there you go, Julia. That's what you're going to have to do. Well, I don't think they're going to call it empty check. Yeah, Julia had beat on that, and she was interfered with.
6 for the Wolves.
You cannot check an empty stick in this game.
Haddon carries it in for the Wolves.
Hey, you hear me now? All right. Here's Haddon. Wolves better go back to the drawing board and run some player-up offense that results in goals, because I'm guaranteeing you 10s are not enough. Oh, high pass, but caught. Bella White takes the shuffle. Throws back. Shot and saved by Gottlieb, but I think we're going to have a shooting space for Haddon before the shot. So Haddon will be center of the 8-meter. She's got to try. Saved. Gottlieb. Picked up by Steinbeck.
Grab ball picked up by Worthington Kilborn.
Here's Riley Wilkinson. Far side. 20.
Riley Steinbeck.
Riley runs it into the end zone. Looks for Cutters. Heads back. Oh, don't throw it now. The Booterball was open, but the defender was lurking, so I think Riley smartly did not throw it to her. Now she throws to Haddon. Haddon picks her way inside. Haddon goes to front. Haddon ducks a check. And she picks up a checking violation. So she'll be back at the 8-meter. Good attack there by Haddon. She got inside a couple defenders. A little move that these attackers do where they kind of hold the stick up over their head and swing their
Card number 12,
shoulders and
Meredith
elbows around. And if they get contacted, they usually draw the penalty. Here is
Ball
number
in the eight with number
6,
6, Julia Haddon.
Haddon, center of the 8-meter. Last one she went low, and it was saved by Gottlieb. Probably go upstairs this time. Clock running. 6. Actually, it's not running. Why is it not running? It shouldn't be stopped. You don't stop it on free position. Oh, maybe you do. There you go. She went low again, scored.
Scored the 11th goal of the game for Worthington Kilborn. 6:14 remaining in the second half.
Julia Haddon ends the Cards' 3-goal streak with a free position goal of her own. That's her 4th of the night. Boy, the stats are going to get really difficult here in a second, as I can't see a darn thing in this booth.
The 4th goal of the game for Julia Haddon.
No.
Drawing for the Cardinals, number 7, Kate Isaacson, number 12, Bella White for the Wolves.
I guess I could stop watching my own feed and use my phone as a flashlight. But then I'd be down to only 9 viewers. I promised myself, oh wait, did we just lose it? Went down to, is it 9? Oh yeah, somebody dropped off. All right, thought it was 0, but I think it's a 9. Sorry, whoever I lost. Appreciate you watching as long as you did. Wolves lead it by 3 here at the 2023 WoTown Showdown finale. If you draw control for Julie Berry.
24, Julia Berry, and carried in for
Berry
Kilborn.
throws over for Riley Wilkinson. Wilkinson running the ball in the end zone. I think they have that's offside. Okay. What are we going to do here? Just restart. I mean, there's not really a big penalty for offside
Official timeout.
in this game. And so they send someone behind. Oh, gosh. Man, Julie, thank you. That pass to Berry from Wilkinson was a little low. I thought it was going to get under Berry's stick, but she managed to get lower than the ball, caught it on the top on the turf. So, yes, we are. Man up. Should be. And the mandate, I think, for our clock-killing offense is if you're not doubled, keep it. And as soon as the double team comes, find the open person. It should be really easy to do against a man down or player down defense, because when they double, 2 people should be open. And I'm not a mathematician, but I did finish Miss Brisker's 2nd grade math class, and she thought I was really smart. What we got here? Booter ball is running off the field. Murphy steps across the restraining line to be the 7th attacker. Wolves running the ball in the end zone. Here's White. 4.5 minutes remaining. Wolves lead it by 3. Bella throws for Berry. Corner of the end zone, far side. Berry throws for Steinbeck. She climbs the ladder, catches, fakes the underhand, keeps it, runs behind the goal. Back to 11. Thanks for jumping in. We're at the WoTown Showdown finale. Varsity girls, 7 o'clock start time. Boys just won overtime. Wolves in the varsity boys game. Varsity girls, Wolves have a 3-goal lead with just under 4 minutes to go. And they're playing player up because the Cards have accumulated 4 yellow cards. So we are trying to run the ball to the end of the clock. Here's Bella White from Berry. Bella ducks a check, splits a couple, goes behind the goal. It's all about creating space for yourself. If you get doubled, find somebody open. If you're not doubled, run it. Coaches don't like them to throw it more than they have to, because when you throw it, a few things can happen, and a couple of them are bad. I suppose it could be caught by your offensive player, which is good, but then overthrown or underthrown, those are bad. Intercepted, that's bad. Tipped by the defender, that's bad. This is Haddon, I believe. Sun fully set now, working off the bright lights here in the stadium at Thomas, and just enough haze that I can't make out any numbers. So trying to call it by silhouette, and I think that's Haddon. She runs across the back of the end zone. She's only being singled. Don't get pushed out of bounds. Lord have mercy. Okay, they're going to call a checking violation against one of the cards. You know, they don't have to call that. I mean, if she ushers her out of bounds, they don't have to call a checking violation there. They can just call a turnover. So I'd really love to not have the ball on the end line. But we're under 2 minutes now, so the Wolves have been doing this successfully for about 3 or 4 minutes. We got a 3-goal lead. Minute 35. Riley Wilkinson running. She's checked. Looks, she's not doubled yet, so she'll keep it. Taking the check all the way across the line. Keeps the ball in her cross. Turns back. Minute 13. Thrown for Barry. Barry catches. She's got fresh legs. She should be able just to run away from some people. Oh, no. I think they called a pick against. Called an illegal screen against. Against Wilkinson, I think. So foul her. Make her stop. Foul her and make her stop. Don't let her run. Oh my God.
Carried downfield by Kate Isaacson for Thomas Worthington.
Yep. Isaacson throws for Murphy, harassing. Okay, that's outside the 12. That's not a free position. She should restart from the 12. Our players should be allowed to stand at the 8-meter in front of her.
Sarah Foreman with the ball on the 12 for Thomas Worthington.
Goes across, ball down, picked up by Murphy, put on the ground, picked up by White. She's checked from behind, tripped.
So picked up number 20, Evelyn White for the Wolves.
White will restart with 22 seconds remaining. Murphy, Haddon, go score, go score, go score, go score. Woo! Woo!
Final score of tonight's
Yes, the Wolves off the schneid. Sorry, I'm pegging out the mic. Wolves win it 11-8.
Recognize both teams, both the Cardinals and the Wolves, for their play on the field this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank
Too bad it's Sunday and not Saturday, or I might go celebrate this from Jackson Center style. All right, Wolves win it. They win WoTown Showdown 11-8 versus the Cards. We're out.